about the place I live, you know what I'm saying? No, you don't know. Check. Let me tell you where I live, ain't no projects. When you walk around a town, the same houses. It's a city paradox fit nonsense, where motherfuckers sell smack through announcements.
All right, I got my man Selektah in here coming out of East Europe's Gross. Selektah, what's going on, brother?
Man, I'm chilling, you know. Just a regular day here.
I feel it, man.
Nothing.
What part of East Europe you from, man?
Man, I'm from, how can I say, my parents, my mom is from Ukraine, and my father is from Belarus, and now I'm staying in Belarus. So, I also have some Polish roots, so basically I'm like, you know, the essence of Eastern European, like a Slav guy, something like this.
Okay, I feel it. I hear you, brother. What got you started in the music, and like what influenced you? Cause I don't know much about Europe, especially East Europe. What's the hip hop culture and the scene like over there?
Man, I can tell you this. You know, this place. First of all, you hear me good? Everything's fine.
Yeah, I hear you, man. I got to speak in here and everything. You clear?
Okay, so this place, in general, you know, it's a shithole. So the local scene, you know, is more or less stuck in the 90s with the sound, and it's all around this sound basically. And for a couple of, I don't know, like 2 or 3 years, the new school stuff started to, you know, pop in here. And grinding here is really hard with that kind of music, because, you know, it's absolutely different. The culture, you know, we have a great influence coming from America. But the culture itself is like, it's still raw, you know what I'm talking about, because, you know, we didn't have much time to accommodate that because of, you know, the post-USSR stuff and that and something like this. And my personal influence, my stuff is, you know, Pac was the first one who got me in love with hip-hop and with everything that is connected with that. And I was really young, maybe 12 years old, something like this, when I first heard this. And it was very hard to find records here because, you know, growing up, we didn't have internet first. And then there was some bootleg CDs or something like this.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. I mean, this is a total culture shock to me, because hip hop always been a part of my fabric, because I'm from the Bronx myself. And, you know, hip hop started in the Bronx in New York City, so I can't imagine life without it. Like having music be so scarce that you can't even get your hands on an album or a mixtape or something like that. And your music alone, just hearing it, because you're creative. I haven't heard a sound like yours, especially coming out of Europe. Even though a lot of people are listening to Abracadabra and guys like that coming out of England and stuff. But where you're from, like in the eastern part of Europe, your sound is so unique. It's not trap. It's not like commercialized. It's just straight raw, and people don't even.
Well, man, thank you. I really appreciate that, because, you know, it's I'm just doing me. I love that. That's what I do, and you know, I'm coming from here, so why should I talk about something not from here? I'm just saying what I'm saying, because that was what's surrounding me all the time. And you know, my beat maker, basically, his father is from Congo, so he's like half Belarusian and half African. And my sound engineer is my classmate. I know him from way back. I think it's like 15 years now, and even more. And we came together to make, you know, something that we want to make. And you know, I'm you know, doing this with the lines, with the rhymes and stuff. My friend, my beat maker, doing it with the beats. And, you know, the additional part of the whole picture is the sound engineering. The mixing is a big part of the sound as well. Yeah. So it's a team of 3 basically.
See, that's like everything with y'all is in house, so that's dope. Cause like how well, the way I know it and the way I see musicians today, they always going out looking for producers, looking for people to be part of their team, or they just spend money because they trying to make it on their own. But right there, y'all have a homegrown system, and y'all all building together. Is what it sounds like.
Well, yeah, because here we don't have a lot of money, so you gotta work out something some way, and if you have the aim in front of you, if you want to do something, so there are people that want to do it as well, and that's just how we came up together.
Okay, now I definitely think that y'all like over here we call it getting it out the mud. I don't know what y'all call it over there, but that's just
Well, yeah, it sounds like this as well, like from rags to riches.
yeah, from rags to riches. So what other forms of music have influenced the way that you write your music? Because I know you do hip hop, but you also have some kind of like harmony where you're not really singing, but you do have a little flow where it's like you can carry your note a little bit and stuff like that.
Man, my stuff, I used to listen to Stevie Wonder a lot. Ray Charles is my stuff. I love soul, jazz, that's my thing. And the latest influence on me, I mean, when I was growing up, Jimi Hendrix, that's the shit, man. This is like one of my favorite artists apart from rap. I just dig that, I just dig that.
Alright, before we go into the next thing selected, I just wanted to give you a little bit of applause because people don't understand how much music is historical and you have to know the roots. It's not just knowing hip hop. You don't hear Jimi Hendrix every day. Like people say they like Jimi Hendrix, but they say it out of popularization. But you sound like somebody that actually really studies music. You said Stevie Wonder, Ray Charles, and Jimi Hendrix in the same sentence. Like people don't just come up with that off the top of their head every single day. They don't know the creativity that comes with that kind of stuff.
Well, yeah, man. It's just also Bob Marley was like a little bit of the influence for me because this ragamuffin stuff. It has melody in it, and I was like, how can I implement in my style in my music? And it's not something fresh. I mean, rappers and artists been doing this for a long time, especially connected with reggae music. But I would just thought maybe I can do something like this. That's why I got this nickname, Selektah. So I used to be Rhyme Selector back in the days, but now I'm just Selektah.
Where did that name? Because when I first read your name, I'm like, how do you say? I didn't want to say it wrong because the spelling is dope. I've never seen a name like that before. And when I got the email that said Rhyme Selector, so I'm like, where did the name come from? What? Who is Selektah? How did you come about to be who you are today, my man?
Well, basically, we're talking about the nickname. Selektah in Jamaica, Selektah and somebody is somebody who's picking the records. It's a DJ. It's somebody who's leading the party and putting the music. And back in my days, I thought I could be the rhyme selector. I can put dope rhymes in the right order to make people to feel the vibe and stuff. That's how I came up with this. Especially during that time, I was hooked up on Jamaican music, so that's how I came up with this nickname.
That's dope. What kind of Jamaican music you like? Because me myself, I'm a dancehall kind of guy.
Dancehall? Man, I'm not about the dancehall a lot. I'm just, I'm about the roots reggae. Like, Bob Marley is my thing. Damian Marley is my stuff as well. Welcome to John Rock is my thing. And
that's classics, brother. That's classics.
Black Uhuru is a good thing as well. If you heard this.
Yeah, I heard those things you said. I've definitely because, I'm half Belizean, which is considered. It used to be under the English rule, so us in Jamaica is like cousins. And my mom, growing up, listened to a lot of Bob Marley, Damian Marley, and dancehall. She loved dancehall. That's why I got a taste and love for dancehall as well. But,
man, it's cool.
But we spoken about things. So your project that you got up now, what led to some? Because I'm going down your track list alone. And you got the songs like Reptile, My Grind, Bottom, No One Hopes, Love Me Right. I can't lie to you. Reptile, My Grind, and Bottom probably are my three favorite songs off that. Because you showed three different kinds of styles in there. And then I went back to one of your earlier songs like White Chocolate Bars and Anyway and Demon. It was like before, like when you first started off, you had like a kind of a dark hip hop, like a Big L type of hip hop, but then you started going, creating your own creativity of like exploring with things. So, what influenced you to change the way you started rapping, or like experiences changed it, or made you feel like this is not what I want to do? I want to do more of this thing over here.
Man, you know, it's always like music is the same as your own development. When you start to develop as a person, when you're growing up, and you want to, you know, widen your horizons to make some, you know, to get out the box, get out the frame. And I used to love that kind of stuff. You know, when this Illuminati shit started to going on in hip hop, I was like, damn man, it's like something interesting, and that's why in those tracks, like you mentioned before, like Demon or Anyway, I was trying to talk about this. It was like a little bit dark,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then yeah, you wanted to say something?
Oh no. I'm just listening to what you're saying. I'm feeling it right now. Like I'm excited, man. I like what I'm hearing from you. You definitely are an appealing artist to me. Like I never even came across something like this. And then just talking to you, it's an honor. And I just want to, right? Like on Grind Season TV, man, we just celebrate everybody on their grind. But keep saying what you're saying, brother.
Thank you, man. Thank you. So basically, at that time, I was interested in that, and apart from that, as I already mentioned, I was, you know, I'm a soul guy as well. I love singing. I love this kind of music, and it's just, you know, just started to be a mixture, and now, for real, like the latest joint is Reptile. It's like hardcore stuff, you know. It's a little bit of a trap music, I think, like cloud rap, you know, in the production.
Yeah.
The latest joint I will drop is like it will sound more commercial. I mean, in the production because I like this way. I want it to be like more appealing for more people because I want to be heard. That's all right. But the topics are different. I'm not talking about money and bitches and all that stuff because
No.
there's a lot of that stuff going on. I just want to talk about what I can tell because I'm like the insider. To be honest, you told me before that you never heard nobody from Eastern Europe, and here, there are not many people who can do it in English, on the appropriate level. I was working hard for this. I just wanted to be heard. I wanted to say stuff nobody else could say, and to bring some information to the audience that they never knew before. Because this here is absolutely different. I think like. In comparison, I know you never been there. I've never been to States before, but there are two different worlds. So
Absolutely. I mean, and like you were saying, I said I never heard nothing like that before. When I first heard you, I didn't even notice you had an accent because your English was so well. So I'm like, who the hell is this guy? And I'm going through it and stuff like that. And I'm looking, I'm thinking you some guy from East Coast of the States or whatever. And I'm looking, I'm like, this is a dude out of East Europe, white dude out of East Europe. I'm like, oh shit, what the hell? And I'm surprised, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, yeah, I gotta get this guy on the show. And I'm telling people, I'm like, listen, this dude Selektah is the truth. And I'm definitely gonna get him on Grind Season TV. But people wasn't, they're like, oh, who's Selektah? And I tell them your name, like, how you say his name? It's a forward. I'm like, listen, I don't care what you gotta say. This man is dope. You need to listen to his music because he's saying some real shit on there. And like you were saying before, you don't rap about money, you don't rap about bitches and all that jewelry and stuff because like you said before, I don't got money like that. You don't got money like that. Like we really on our grind. We getting it out the mud or from rags to riches, as y'all say over there. We really trying to put ourselves in a position to expand our platform, expand our horizon, and really get to the riches. And that's the one thing I loved about your music.
Thank you, man. It's really flattering. I just think that if you want to flex. It's gotta be the Jay-Z flex, you know what I'm talking about? Because this guy is, he's talking about the shit I never knew, and I will never know until I get this money and see it for myself, because, that's the flex. If you talk about money, you gotta talk about money like Jay-Z, that's what I think about it.
Exactly. You can't be out here trying to flex and you in a rental, man. That ain't really flexing.
Yeah.
But
Real.
like your new projects you got. I know you got the Reptile track out right now. You got any new projects? Anybody you want to work with from over where you are? Anybody you want to work with from the states? That's either up and coming artists or artists that's world renowned, stuff like that.
Man, I can tell you, here we got a music formation. It's called Hijack Gang.
Okay.
It's like a lot of different artists. I have my man Damon, the local ghost. This guy is like,
I love the
yeah,
names.
yeah.
I love you guys' names, like, cause they're so creative and unique. Like out here, right now in the states, we got everybody's a little this or a young that. Y'all got Round
Yeah.
Selectah and the Ghost. Like, come on, man. You don't hear stuff like this every day. I feel like I'm back in the '90s.
Well, yeah, that's the influence. We just, we got I call it East Wave, because this shit is wavy, and
Facts. That's a
we
whole
do
fact.
this from the influence, the influence is from the '90s, but we're like in 2017 right now. Why should we do this old stuff? Try to come up with mix it with the new school and stuff. And this guy, he got a band called Weed and Dolphins, and he's,
Yeah, I love this stuff. I really love this stuff, man. You gotta understand, like, it's making me
Yeah.
smile by the love you guys have for music, man.
So this guy basically his genre is post punk. I can't say it's like 420 punk, and it's like sounds a bit like the old hip hop, but at the same time it's like I don't know Tame Impala. If you heard this band, it's like from Australia. So this part of my formation. Other guy is Deep SK. He's doing like deep electronic music, and they all are into rap. One guy is Melky, we call him Melky, and he's shooting little videos, and we have a lot of creative people here. And regarding music stuff, I work with Damon, I work with Deep SK as well. I work with my beat maker. I told about him before. His name is Arnold William, and Arnold, the son of Nazareth. That's his second nickname, and that's for the locals. And regarding someone who's outside of the country, I have some followers on Instagram right now, and a lot of guys sending some beats. Like, check out the beats, check out what I do, and so on and so forth. And I got a couple of guys to work with, and I'm looking forward to do something, but I'm not sure yet. I just need to check up on it. If you're asking about this as well.
Nah, that's stuff I like to hear about. So you expanding your horizon, you working with other guys out of your area, because that's the one thing I love. Like, in the States is different, because if you see rappers over here and producers, anybody entertainment, they always beefing. You can be from the same place and they beefing with each other, and it's not really a community. Like what it sounds like over there, you guys are building a community to help each other grow and expand in the music game and put yourselves on.
Well, yeah, man, it's like I think it's coming from the mentality, because here, you can't grind on your own, but
Not at all, hell no.
like you have like culture. You have a lot of people, like, even if they separate, you're all linked up because you do the same thing, and you got you can get the links to somebody. Oh, this guy got hurt, but I don't know, like MGK got hurt by Pop Daddy, and then he was signed to Bad Boy, and so on and so forth. Here, nothing like this. We just do what we do. We come together, trying to grind. It's thank God there's internet right now, and social media platforms, and we can just expand and try to show our music from here. Because if we are not together, there is no future for us, because here it's impossible to grind. It's impossible to get real money or to get heard, because first of all, English is not the native language here, so they just don't understand how deep you're going with your music.
Yeah.
That's it.
Question: What is the official language of where you are?
Well, it's two languages: Russian and Belarusian.
Belarus.
Two
Okay.
languages.
I got a question for you now, Selektah. Would you want to be an independent artist and do your own thing and like reap the rewards of all your hard work, or would you rather be signed to a major label?
Man, major labels suck dick. I'm sorry to say that, because this is business, and you gotta know your business. When you get on the grind, you gotta know where you grinding, why you grinding, and what you want to get. And now being independent is much more like it's easier. First of all, because now you don't need to get a tape recorder to make a song, or you don't need to VHS. Your shit is not VHS. You can get anyone who's oh, I'm doing video, okay, let's do the video, upload on the YouTube. Is if it's popping, it's popping. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, definitely.
And so why do you need a major label? You can be your own label. You can get your own money. You can expand your own business. Major label is like, I don't know, if on your own you became the artist like Drake, for example, and major labels can offer you I don't know, like $5 million just like that, because for you just to sign that goddamn contract. Okay, that's fine. If you're that kind of artist, you may do this. It's no harm for you or your business or your music. But when you're upcoming artist, labels in general, it's not necessary. It depends on the contract. You may not sign the exclusive contract. You may sign the contract for distribution or for marketing or like for publishing. It's a different thing. It will help, but you still be free. You can do what you want.
All right. No, I definitely understand what you're saying when it comes to labels, because like I'm still learning about labels myself, and I know there's a big talk about the 360 deal going on right now and how artists are not.
Yeah.
And it's like to a lot of artists, they say it's bullshit that labels are robbing them with these 360 deals.
Well, yeah, that's like I heard about that. That's like a widespread practice. I mean, Dr. Dre said once, they don't know, like artists, rappers don't know about their contracts, but they know how much the latest whip costs. So that's why it happens all the time, because you got to know the business where you are.
I definitely feel what you're saying, and we talked about your new work, the things, people that you want to work with, and stuff like that. We talked about some of the influences. Is Wu-Tang big over there? Cause that's one of my questions. I'm a big Wu-Tang fan. Like right now, as I'm shooting this episode, I got a big Old Dirty Bastard poster right behind me. I was like, you guys, Wu-Tang over there, like that's.
Man, Wu-Tang, it's still here. I mean, Wu-Tang forever. That's what I can tell you.
Yeah.
Here, people still listen to Wu-Tang. I don't know. I know because of a lot of new cats out there. I know Wu-Tang is not that popular right now. It's like the way things go. But I know Method Man and Redman got a lot of concerts in Moscow and St. Petersburg, and they coming back and keep coming back because people want to hear that. And as for me, I used to listen to Wu-Tang a lot before. Now I'm with some other stuff, but I have a huge respect for Wu-Tang. And ODB was my favorite artist, to be honest.
He's also one of my favorite artists as well. Is there so we want to keep talking about some of the rappers coming out of the States. So do you guys listen to like any New York artists, the 50 Cents of the world, the Cam'rons and the Dipset, G-Unit, and stuff like that?
Definitely. 50 Cent, when I was when I was a teenager, 50 Cent was like the shit, Everybody wanted to get a CD. Everybody wanted to get the a G-Unit jacket or I don't know, jeans or something like this. And it was like popping. For me, like my teenage years, it equals 50 Cent, because here everyone knew who is this guy, and music was everywhere. So 50 is the shit. That's what I can tell you about this. And for artists, yeah.
What you about to say? My bad, man.
I just wanted regarding other New York artists, it's like more for the guys who dig into music. I mean, into hip hop itself, because I know a lot of people who love Big L, for example, and Nas, and more of a classic, because such guys like Papoose, I know such guy. It's like very New York. It's hard for people to know, because it's very very New York, and it's not much word about him here. But I know such artists, for example, and Cam'ron as well. and Mobb Deep,
Oh yeah, yeah.
R.I.P.
Prodigy.
Prodigy. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, right now,
Definitely.
that's definitely dope. So I do have a thing. Okay, you use the social media for your platform for your music. For shows here, do you guys do shows in clubs? Do you have like concerts that you guys open up for? What kind of ways do you guys do your shows out there?
Man, it's like not a lot of shows right now. It used to be. Nah, we have some small local clubs, and we used to make our own shows. But for me and my like gang, for me and my crew right now, what we do is we're trying to get to the warm up. The last warm up we were is for Chris Travis. You know who's that? It's one of the Team Sash.
Okay,
With
okay.
his rolling with Bones. If you heard this guy.
I'll definitely have to look to brush up on them. I probably came across the name before, but I just gotta clarify. I'll definitely go look him up though.
Well, so that was the latest concert that we have. It was quite a while ago. I think like 3 months ago. And here, it doesn't happen very often because the scene is poor with this genre. So we just need to wait for our turn to try to go to some place where it would be a lot of people and where you can really, perform.
Oh no, I definitely get what you're saying. So like, do you guys do videos and stuff like that? Is that one of the big ways you guys get your faces out there and stuff like that?
Yeah, man, I don't know if you've seen this. For one of the tracks that I got on the latest mixtape that we dropped, it's called Criminals. I know it's a hard word. It's not English, it's Latin. It comes from Latin. It means like criminal.
Okay.
Yeah, and we shot a video for this one. I don't know if you've seen this
Um,
on YouTube.
actually, was you? Oh, I wasn't on there. I was actually on. Where was I on? I was going through. Mostly went through your SoundCloud because I didn't know you had a YouTube
Mhm.
page. Actually, I did go on your YouTube, but I didn't see the video. I didn't see that video. I seen another video, but I think it was just audio. Um,
No, there's a lot of audio right now, but the video should be on the main page. I mean, it's not a problem, man. I just wanted to let you
oh
know that we
no,
shoot videos as well.
but you,
And
Selecta, you my
yeah.
man. Just so you know, when this episode drops, I definitely will put a snippet of that video inside this episode,
Okay,
so
okay.
people can definitely see it.
Thanks, man.
Oh, you already know,
I
man. That's
appreciate
all
it.
love, brother.
Thanks, man. Same here. So now we're looking for money to shoot another video. We wanted to make it like on a higher level to make it more interesting. And I'm looking for the editor to do a good edit with After Effects. There's a software called After Effects, and I want to make it interesting. Now I'm looking for this guy here, but it takes time.
No, no, I definitely understand because everything is a process. You know, like you said, man, you gotta grind, you gotta put in the work, and when you're doing it, everything is a learning process. It's a learning curve all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah, definitely, man.
But I'm selected, so we about to get you soon. We about to get you right into your freestyle. Let me get this thing going right quick.
Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Can you dig it?
Pull it up, Selektah. Pull it up,
Yeah.
Selektah.
It's the grind season, baby. Selektah up in this bitch. Hey. Player, I'ma tell you to the nobody land, yeah. Old money, new money, no money, yeah, yeah. 512 boys in the cut where the game at. High J homies run the game, yeah. Let me tell you to the E, ayy, running shit low key, ayy, homies down no delay. Y'all know the game we play, y'all know the pills we pop, y'all ain't never seen life. Homies up in the weed spot, rockin' on them stripes, yeah. Let me introduce you to the East Wave, small time hustle ain't shit, where the cheesecake at. Homies in the mixtape trail, why you gotta flex, bitch, if you ain't got it like that, nah. Baby, you ain't modest like that, nah. Baby, you ain't got it like that. I ain't on the cover yet, but I'm double XL. I'm gon' do your bitch so hard her shit's gon' get swelled. Ay. What you gon' do about it? Hey. What you gon' do? You ain't live long enough to fuck with me and my goons. You ain't ready for the beef, the shit is beef a la Rus. Hey, fuck what you heard, bitch. You just swimming on a motherfucking surface. Hammer to your face, go paint a picture perfect. When I'm rolling with my motherfucking homie. Ay. Hijack gang, let me paint a picture. With them boys getting loaded up the Black Witcher. Motherfucking magic coming up from shit motherfuckers can't imagine. Ay. Feel it in the air, come to visit, can't tell me you ain't scared. I'm a soldier till I die, that's the shit I go to bed with. Waking up, sipping on another day of madness. Ay. Another day of madness. Ay. Y'all know what's happening. Ay. Another day of madness. Ay. Think about it, life is just a bad bit.
Alright, that's no problem, brother. But Selektah,
okay.
Thank you for your time and showing love on Grind Season TV. I really appreciate you showing your love. It's, you know, it's love from over here in New York all the way to where you are, East Europe. It's always love, brother.
Thank you. The same here, the same here. We love New York, we love, you know, hip hop, we love all that stuff. And you're from Bronx, man. This is like my dream to visit Bronx because this is like a cradle, you know.
Oh, hell yeah.
So,
man, listen, if you ever come to the States, man, you hit me up, I'll show you around the Bronx, man, for real. And we could definitely go to all the spots, you know. I do my thing when I'm out there, that's my time, that's what I do with that, man.
Thanks, man. Thanks. I really appreciate that.
Oh, nah, it's all love, brother. I appreciate you coming on the show. But everybody, it's Grind Season TV. It's my man Selektah coming out of East Europe. And we about to get up out of here. Get on your grizzly, you dig?
Yeah. Keep grinding.
Keep grinding, you already know. Selektah, thank you for coming through, brother.
Thanks, man. Thank you for having me.
Oh, no problem, man. Have a good one, boy.
All right, peace.